Hi everyone, this is just a quick video because I wanted to say thank you to Scientology for getting Dr. Raj Persaud struck off medicine for 3 months. I don't think this psychiatrist has done anything to benefit the mental health community at all, and I just wanted to express my gratitude for getting him struck off, and hopefully we won't see him on television anymore. For those of you who don't know, in America, here in England, there's a psychiatrist called Dr. Raj, and he goes on TV programs like Richard and Judy, and he's very predictable. He just goes on there, and any kind of problem, it's always some kind of neurotransmitter in the brain. I remember once someone went on to the program talking about anorexia, as a young lady had problems with going on a sunbed, and I asked, "Oh, Dr. Raj, what do you think, is leading to anorexia?" And he says, "Oh well, I think it could be the sunbed releases endorphins in the brain, and that's the pleasure chemical as well, makes people feel good." And everyone sits there and claps their hands and says, "Oh, well done, Dr. Raj, give him a biscuit, well done." And I think to myself, grow up, for Christ's sake, take your brain out, take your eye out of the microscope and look around at the world. You can't put life's problems down to a chemical imbalance or a neurotransmitter. You focus too much. You focus on anything that much, you lose sight of what's really going on. And I don't think he's done any benefit to the mental community in general, and I'm glad, hopefully we never see him on the TV again. I saw a recent documentary on the TV by a psychiatrist called Michael Stone. He did a documentary about the most evil killers, who have got mental killers, the most evil, and he lists the most evil people with mental illness that have committed murder. These people are psychiatrists. They should be taking away the stigma, but they're only adding to it. They're not helping anyone. And I wanted to say, with this video, not only thank you to Scientology, but if Scientologists, if there's any Scientologists out there, if you could also look into other charlatans on British television, like Dr. Pamela Connolly. She goes on TV now and again, and she's a psychologist, and she dwells into people's childhood and convinces everyone that childhood is causing your problems, and in effect she's creating generational victims. Everything in life is all down to your childhood. I mean, how pathetic. I mean, if there's any Scientologists out there, can you look into Pamela Connolly and get her struck off as well, indefinitely if possible? And another one I don't like on the television is another psychologist called Dr. Cecilia Di Felice. She goes on programs like Big Brother's Big Brain, which is the same as the Big Brother in America, but the Big Brain program is where psychologists give their interpretations of what's happening. And they had a show once where they got the housemates to do a psychological task inside the Big Brother house. And they asked one of the housemates to make a play. And one of the housemates got on camera and said, "Oh, I'm inside the Big Brother house, and along comes a rabbit, and I was chasing the rabbit, and the rabbit was eaten by a dog, and the dog was eaten by a bird, and the bird blew up and turned into a kangaroo." And the most ridiculous stories. And from this story which the housemates give inside the Big Brother dining room, the psychologists give their interpretation, and they come out with the most ridiculous things "Oh, I think the dog represents the mother and the bird is the protective father, and together they jumped into the kangaroo." All these ludicrous, bizarre, unfounded, unscientific rubbish that's coming out of these people's mouths. And the public are sitting there clapping their hands saying, "Oh, well done." I can't believe it. I mean, am I the only person that thinks that this is one big joke? This isn't a proper job. The only reason they're getting away with it is because they're making people that fit into society feel better about themselves. You know, it's okay for you to have your big house with a swimming pool, you made it in life. The reason other people never made it was because they had a poor childhood, or their chemical imbalance wasn't working. Well, perhaps it was the system that made them rich that created other people's problems in the first place. I mean, with this video, I just wanted to say, like, if there's any Scientologists out there, could you possibly get Pamela Connolly and Dr. Cecilia Di Felici struck off just like you did for Dr. Raj Persaud, because I don't think these people should be allowed on the television, and I don't think they've done anything to benefit the mental community. So thank you once again to Scientology, and I hope you manage to get other people struck off. So thank you for your time.